Good morning. How we doing? We've got Rise William. Hello. Mad Side Scott. Hello. Who else we got up here? We got a Tony. Hello. Norman. Feeling better. Bees. Hello. How we all doing today? We are going to be opening packs. I have a box of Bloomburrow. Life and Madness very kindly gifted this. Thank you so much. And we're just going to dive in. I have started collecting some bats already for a kind of bat Orzhov vampirey type deck. And we're going to see if we pull anything else from it. So this is actually the commander that I'll be running. So this is Zorline. But I've got a few bats already pulled out, which I can pull out here at the end. But I just want to see what we get. So we're going to dive on in. Alex, hello. How are you? Slam. Hello. How are you? You're just in time to help me pull some bats. So we're just going to dive on in. And that's what we got today. What are you guys up to today before we start packs? How we doing? How was weekend? Queen of Games. That's right. I will become Queen of Games. How was birthday pizza? It was delicious. Delicious. Let's see. Yesterday, what did I do? Oh. What did I do? What I did, chat, we have a new sub goal. The new sub goal is when we hit that, we make a VTuber together. I did a thing yesterday. But if you'd like to make a VTuber with me, that's our new sub goal. It's a bit higher because it's a lot of homework involved. May not welcome in. How are you? Replay, hello. How we doing today? I enabled. You did. You did. Butts, welcome in. You come into the news that, yeah, our new sub goal is when we reach that, we'll make a VTuber together. I think it'd be fun. Scott is the enabler. It's true. It's true. My pizza toppings yesterday, I did pepperoni, pineapple, and some hot sauce. That is one of my go-tos. Norman says we made homemade pizza yesterday. So much of it, though, lasts me till Wednesday. I love that. It's so delicious, but so many toppings on it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. These boxes are surprising. Because you're supposed to just rip it open, right? At the store. So, like, getting into the thingy. It's tough. That's tough. I gave you the final push. You've been looking at it for like a year. Yeah, at least. At least. Those are my grandpa's special. We'll try not to throw them in the ocean, Will. That's the display back, yeah. Took some Dayquil, hoping to get more lucid as it kicks in. I hope so, buds. Dayquil always makes me feel weird, so I hope that it helps you here today. Hot sauce with pineapple. It's the accepted way of pineapple pizza. It's so good. It's so good. Alive in Madness. Sometimes I'm cheap, and I don't do the bacon. Alive in Madness turned me on to the bacon with pineapple, and it's really good. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna distract Will with cards. Look, Will, I have a whole box of cards. You can scan here to discover the coolest cards. All right, so here is the archetypes like we've gotten in the other boxes. So you can see what each of the little the colors do. Oh, my bat folk are actually on here. So life, gain, and loss. Deploy an army of flying bats and reap rewards for gaining or losing life for your turn. Mix in some good blockers, defensive spells to slow your opponent down while you attack in the air. So that's what we're going to be building later. And I'll show you what I got so far. Are we ready? Where are the dog folk, mother? There are foxes. I don't think, whoops, actual dogs in here. But there are foxes. I gotta distract Will so he doesn't rush back. That's right. It's very important. We're doing our part today. Okay, let me get it. But yeah, that's the new sub goal. When we reach that, we'll make ourselves a VTuber. I'm excited to try it. I have a lot of homework to do before we do it. Oh, Saren, hello. How are you today? You joined us right before our first pack. So let me zoom in, enhance a little bit. You guys can see more of the pretty art. So sad. I can only imagine. That would be when we go pulling me back to the dumb states. Yeah, I can only imagine. They blew and I can only imagine, yeah. Scott's gonna have to, like, drag me kicking and screaming back. Alright. Here we go. We have a Flowerfoot Swordmaster. I actually haven't seen him before. Look how fabulous he is. We have a Thought Shucker, Rat Rogue. For 1 and a blue, put a 1/1 counter on Thought Shucker and draw a card. Activate only if 7 or more cards are in your graveyard and only once. So he's our foil. I also thought about the VTube adventure, since I like to have a bit of privacy. I wouldn't use it all the time, but for those days where I just don't want to be on camera, yeah, it seems really nice. I think I would stream more if I didn't have to be, like, done up every time. Nagachi, welcome in. How are you today? I'm a fan of Bloomburrows. I'm jealous. Do you have a deck from it as well? I've been playing squirrels, and I'm trying to build bats with what we get today. So that's the plan. What are you up to? Welcome in. Thanks for coming to come check out some packs with us. Got a shiny mountain. Pretty. We had the Sunspine Lynx. This one's fun too. Players can't gain life. Damage can't be prevented. When Sunspine Lynx enters, it deals damage to each player equal to the number of non-basic lands that player controls. We had the showcase of this one a while back, but it didn't end up going in a deck. Hootie, welcome in. How are you? Playing a Squirrel Forage deck? Nice. Nice, nice. Alright, we got a Paw Patch formation. Can destroy a target creature with flying, destroy an enchantment, and draw a card, create a food token. Seedglaive Mentor has Vigilance and Haste. He is Valiant. Whenever the Mentor becomes a target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. Many decks already, but not optimals. Otter, rabbit, frogs, mice, and more. Love that. I have a lot of otters in my Niv Mizzet deck. They ended up with him. Super shine even with the VTuber avatar. Hands shake the first couple minutes of stream. So brave to stream as yourself. It's, you get used to it. It's practice like everything else. Steam Forge sending me targeted emails like, hey, you want to start a new War Machine army? They got you all figured out. Alright, speaking of otters, Otterball Antics. Create a 1/1 blue and red otter creature token with prowess. The spell is cast from anywhere other than your hand. Put a 1/1 counter on that creature. And then we can flash them back 3. Well, that sounds fun. Plus, look how cute he is. This little ball, otter ball. Got Playful Shove, deals the damage to any target and you draw a card. Rabbit Response, which is a fun name. Creatures you control get a 2/1 until end of turn. If you control a rabbit, scry 2. Turns out I'm actually a high-end VTuber right now. I know my tracking's pretty good, I think. Wow. Wow. We got a bat. I think it is already in my deck, but I'm gonna pull it aside just in case. We have a Moonrise Clerk that has flying. When it attacks, you gain a life. Pretty sure I already have one, but just in case he's bat. It's almost like you're real. I know. It's really good. I'm really good. Here I am saying we're going to make a VTuber. I've already done it. We have the Tree Guard Duo. When it enters till end of turn, target creature you control gains Vigilance, gets +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures you control. Could be fun. Uncanny Valley over here. It was Scott. Yep. Taking all the thunder. Alright, we have Sazakap's Brew. I like the art. I'm checking out the art real quick. We can gift a tapped fish. You may promise an opponent a gift as you cast the spell. If you do, they create a tapped 1/1 blue fish creature token before its other effects. As additional cost to cast the spell, discard a card. Target player draws 2 cards. If the gift was promised, target creature you control gets a 2/0 until the end of turn. I haven't done much with the gifting. Like, I know it's in some of the, like the commander decks. I haven't done much with that. This is a really cute runaway together. Choose target creatures controlled by different players. Return those creatures to their owner's hands. I love the art for this one. It's cute. Alright, we got a Bonebine Orator. For 3 and a black, exile the Orator from your graveyard. Return another target creature from your graveyard to your hand. I don't think Nikki's real. I think she's an industry plant by Big Nikki. Oh gosh. We have to stop Big Nikki. Alright, and then Carrot Cake. When it enters and when you sacrifice it, create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token and scry 1. 2 and tap, sacrifice the Carrot Cake to gain 3 life. Alright, Big Nikki, welcome in. How are you? Alright, chat. 1 pack, 1 bat. I feel like that's pretty good. We also had the, I think the Lynx probably needs a sleeve. Maybe we'll revisit the Lynx at some point. Do that. The rest, I don't think need at the moment. So we'll set those aside. Is that going to be your VTuber model? Just you as a Trench Crusade character and huge Big Nikki tuber. Hey, it's Aaron. Welcome in. How are you? Birthday was fun. We painted some Trench Crusade. We had some pizza. It was a good time. How are you today? The existence of Big Nikki implies the existence of Little Nikki, played by Adam Sandler. The Runaway Together was in the bundle box. I have it tapped to the wall. It's so cute. Such cute art for that card. Nikki needs a cat. She's gonna be a true VTuber rig. It's just a virtual potato, yes. Like the Valorant streamer I watch. Alright, we have a Tempest Angler. He is in my Niv deck. He's fun, because whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on Tempest Angler. So he just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So he's fun. We have another mountain. Maybe we need to make a red deck here. I celebrated my parents' 31st anniversary yesterday. Happy anniversary. That's awesome. Big Nikki's Artillery Witch. Would you just throw a Sadie at people? Yes, absolutely. I need to start 3D sculpting. Otter Wizard. That's right. Buy a Russet and point a webcam in it. There you go. Ooh, 3-Tree City. 3-Tree City enters, choose a creature type. I can tap to add uncolored. 2 and tap, choose a color. Add an amount of mana of that color equal to the number of creatures you control of the chosen type. Yoink. Yoink. Very cool. Save that. That's one of the top chase cards as well. It's a good one. I think I did have it on my list from Knoxfield. It's a player by Sadie hitting me at Mockies. It's mine now. The lanes are so beautiful. Yes, I got some of the... which ones did I pull for my... I'll pull them out when we get to what I've already got. We've got some Jolly Gerbils. Whenever you gift a card, draw a card. Or give a gift, sorry, draw a card. Starscape Cleric, I know that I have this. But it is another bat. Offspring 2, flying. Creature can't block. Whenever you gain a life, each opponent loses a life. There's a lot of that in the bat deck. But I know I pulled that one. We have a Mind Whisker. At the beginning of your upkeep, surveil 1. Has Threshold. As long as 7 or more cards are in your graveyard, creatures your opponents control get a -1/-0. Ravine Raider. It's got Menace. Gets a 1/1 till the end of turn for 1 and a black. Seed Pod Squire. How pretty is this card? Wow. Flying. Whenever Seed Pod Squire attacks, target creature you control without flying gets a 1/1 till the end of turn. That's cool for a blue-white deck. I like that. I'm gonna add in a Bloodthirsty Conqueror, but like it's a vampire. I've thought about it, yes. There's a couple that aren't bats, but like it plays so nicely off the other stuff. But I do want majority bats. I want like 90% bats. We've got, Rust Shield Rampager. Got a Raccoon Warrior. Has Offspring 2. So a lot of Bloomburrow Offspring stuff. You may pay additional 2 as you cast a spell. If you do, this creature enters, create a 1/1 token copy of it. So you'll see that on a lot of cards. This creature can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Got Conduct Electricity. Deal 6 damage to target creature, 2 damage up to 1 target creature token. Pretty good. Head of the Homestead. When it enters, create 2 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens. More rabbits. Got Shore Up. Target creature you control gets a 1/1, gains hexproof till the end of turn. Untap it. Thornplate Intimidator. Another Offspring. This creature enters, target opponent loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. And then the Provisioner. When it enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control without flying. A lot of Offspring that say, yeah. Oh, to be fair, the Borderless Bloodthirsty Conqueror does have bat wings. I think I threw him, the Fiendish Panda, and Alinda into it as, like, my not bats. But, like, the synergy on it is just too good. It's too good not to. But most of it will be bats. I just need a few things to round it out, you know? Alright, we got the 3-Tree Mascot. It is a changeling. Add 1 mana of any color. Activate only once per turn. Pretty cool. Well, that one's in my deck. Whatever we don't get today, we'll figure. Ooh, we got a Mabel. Do we make a mouse deck, chat? Other mice you control get a 1/1. When Mabel Cragflame enters, create Cragflame, a legendary colorless equipment artifact token with equipped creature gets 1/1, has Vigilance, Trample, and Haste, and equipped 2. Mabel needs a sleeve. That's exciting. Get some mice. Oh, we could put. Let's set aside some more red cards. We also have a Starforged Sword. We can gift a tapped fish. When it enters, if the gift was promised, attach the sword to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets a 3/3. Oh, and loses flying. That's cute. Equip 3. Maybe Nikki needs it for her birthday. We'll see what we get here today. See how we want to fill it out. I don't think I've actually seen this guy. Tidecaller Mentor. Has Menace. When it enters, if 7 or more cards are in the graveyard, return to one target non-land permanent to owner's hand. So a rat wizard. In Demir. Now you can make guy with sword. I'm going to make guy with sword. Oh, another nice mouse. Okay, we got the Heartfire Hero. Has Valiant. Whenever Heartfire Hero gives the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time, put a 1/1 counter. When it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. Looking like we need a mouse deck, chat. I'm going to set him aside for now. Might need a mouse deck. Alright, we got a Hazard Root Herbalist. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gets a 1/0 till end of turn. If that creature is a token, it also gains Death Touch till end of turn. That's fun. War Squeak. Enchant creature. When War Squeak enters, target creature an opponent controls can't block this turn. Enchanted creature gets a 1/1 and has haste. Pretty good. If we end up doing mice, I'm going to grab that. Got a Sudden Shower Druid. Frog Druid. When he enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature and gain a life. Lania's Pathmaker. When it enters, exile the top card of your library until the end of next turn. You can play that card. Another 3-tree mascot. Dire Downdraft. This spell costs 1 less to cast if it targets an attacking or tapped creature. Target creature puts it on the top or bottom of their library. We have Dire Sight, Surveil 2, then draw 2. You lose 2 life. And the Warren Elder. There's also some pretty art. 3 and a white. Creatures you control get a 1/1 till end of turn. Alright, so we got mousies. Set those aside. What is everyone up to today? What have we got going on, chat? I've got this, obviously. I guess I'll do my research into VTubing. I think I'm going to start some airbrushing on some knights. I need to send over the color schemes I mocked up and see where we're at. Oh, we got some art right off the bat. What are you guys up to today? I'm not familiar with this one. Coiling Rebirth. Oh, we got a shiny War Squeak. Choice of War Squeak. More Pretty Plains. I'll steal that for the bats. Oh, I don't think I've seen this. Base of the Bounding Spring, an elemental elk. Base of the Bounding Spring enters. Create a treasure token if that opponent controls more lands than you. You gain 4 life if an opponent has more life than you. Create 2 1/1 blue fish creature tokens if an opponent controls more creatures than you. Draw a card if an opponent has more cards in hand than you. My gosh. The elk does it all. Let's go ahead and throw a sleeve on that just because got mythic. So I was goofing around some hobby stuff, working on, a scarecrow. What is the, is that Malifaux? Or weird, I guess. Stocking the pantry. Whenever you put one or more 1/1 counters on a creature you control, put a supply counter in stocking the pantry. I don't actually remember if this is in my squirrel deck or not, so I'm going to set it aside just in case. Because I know I've looked at it, and I don't remember if it's because it's in the deck or because I need it in the deck. The card is bananas. Yeah, the elk is crazy. I don't know, I kind of wish I had a place to put that. Alright, so it's work, cleaning, deck building. Eventually if I can be bothered. Swimming, probably gaming. Sounds good. Just having my lunch, chilling and stream for doing treadmill stuff. Later doing some hobby things. Let's go hobby things. Wasted Mind, welcome in. How are you? Know you. We've pulled some cool bats and stuff. Here's what I've got so far. I need to make sure this is in my deck. I got Pretty Plains. We got this wild elk that does a bunch of stuff. And then I stole something because I can't remember if this is in my squirrel deck or not. So. And then we keep finding mice. It's tempting to build a mouse deck here. What are you up to, Ace of Mine? Dark Harvest. Oh, the iconic kit. Okay. We got a Harvest Rite Host. Whenever it or another rabbit you control enters, target creature you control gets a 1/0 till the end of turn. Draw a card. This is the second time his abilities resolve this turn. Look at this little goober. Thoughtstalker Warlock has Menace. When it enters, choose target opponent. If they lost life this turn, they reveal their hand. You choose a non-land card from it, they discard that card. Otherwise, discard a card. What a little goober. Alright, into the Flood Maw. Gift a tapped fish. Return target creature an opponent controls to owner's hand. If the gift was promised, instead return target non-land permanent opponent controls to its owner hand. Cash Grab. Mill 4 cards. You can put a permanent card from among the cards milled this way into your hand. If you control a squirrel or return a squirrel to your hand, create a food token. I also don't remember if that's in there. Set it aside. We can take out the trash. Take out the trash, deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If you control a raccoon, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Another raccoon, Junkblade Bruiser, has trample. You expend 4. Junkblade Bruiser gets a 2/1 till the end of turn. Finch formation, very pretty art. Offspring 3, flying. This creature enters, target creature you control gains flying till the end of turn. I don't think I have this one. Starlit Soothsayer. Flying. Beginning of your end step, if you gained or lost life this turn, which I absolutely will, surveil 1. I don't think I have this bat. I think we got a new bat, chat. Bat chat. So that's, what, 2 so far? New bat, new bat. Got Thistledown Players. Whenever it attacks, untap target non-land permanent. Mind Spiral. Gifting a fish again. Target player draws 3 cards. If the gift was promised, tap target creature and opponent controls, put a stun counter on it. Alright, cool. Up to another bat. Next pack. Hey Jackson, welcome in. You decided a commander to build a new deck. Finish a failed attempt at painting with a limited palette. What were you painting with the limit? And I guess what type of commander are you looking at? Chat, anyone building some decks right now? I mentioned I'm looking for bats. The other one I want to start putting some money into is my dragon deck that I've been wanting to do for a while. I think it's finally time. Time to spend some money on dragons. Alright, we got a Manifold Mouse. Beginning of combat on your turn, target mouse you control gains your choice of double strike or trample until the end of turn. Pretty good. We have a Long River Lurker, Frog Scout. Ward 1, other frogs you control have Ward 1. When it enters, target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Whenever this creature deals combat damage this turn, you may exile it. If you do, return to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's fun. Pretty Island. We have Kitza, Otterball Elite. Has Vigilance, Prowess, tap to draw a card and then discard a card. 2 and tap, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Activate only if Kitza's power is 3 or greater. That's fun. Go ahead and put a sleeve on Kitza. Got some more Otterball shenanigans. Love to see it. Love to see it. I don't know that it would go into my Niv deck, but if I end up doing more otters, absolutely. Alright, we've got Ruthless Negotiation. Target opponent exiles a card from their hand. If a spell was cast from a graveyard, draw a card. We have a Mudflat Village. We can add uncolored, tap to add black, spend this mana only to cast a creature spell, 1 in black, sacrifice Mudflat Village, return target bat, lizard, rat, or squirrel from your graveyard to your hand. We'll go ahead and grab that for the bats. Or for the squirrels, could be either. I'll go ahead and set that aside. F it, we Otterball, that's right. You otter put it in your deck, IMO. I'm upgrading my Eternal Might Precon, trying to decide which route I go with Bria Prowess Commander. Considering Group Hug with bounce spells, pinging for cards in opponent's hands, that could be kind of fun. Looks kind of cozy, spooky, scoopy. The village, it is a little bit, yeah. I really like the lighting on those cards, it's really pretty. Get that warm light coming into like the swamp. It's very pretty. Alright, got a Quake Tusk Boar, Reach, Trample, and Haste. Big Pig. Yay! We got Stargaze. The card is, like, it's okay. I love, 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 love this art. We're just gonna sit here and appreciate the art for a second, because I think it's so stinking pretty. Jazzy, hello! How are you? What you up to today? Okay, Stargaze is X black black. Look at twice X cards from the top of your library. Put X cards from among them into your hand and the rest in your graveyard. You lose X life, but with life gain. It's going to go into Bat deck. But I love this art so much. It's so freaking pretty. It's so pretty. Alright, cool. Everything else gravy at this point. Not quite Soren, but that's what I had on hand. That's close enough. Painted the special Votan from last year. Skin looks weird. Defaulted to glazing and bad non-metal metal. So I want to try something else. Jez is chugging through their work. Wait, where is SG1? What's up, Wasted Mind? For Commander, either a mill deck from Duskmourn or the Otter from Bloomburrow. Stacking effects can't be blocked. I have a ninja deck, so I have a lot of that can't be blocked stuff. It can be fun. We have a Bellowing Crier. Look at him. When he enters, draw a card, then discard a card. Heaped Harvest. When it enters, and when you sacrifice it, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. 2 and tap, you can gain 3 life. That's pretty good. You get Assault. Deals 4 damage to target creature. If the creature would die this turn, exile instead. And then exile target artifact. Bumbleflower Share Pot. When it enters, create a food token. 5 and tap, sacrifice the share pot, destroy target non-land permanent, activate only as a sorcery. Nocturnal Hunger, what does this do? Gift of food. Destroy target creature. If the gift wasn't promised, you lose 2 life. Lurk for a bit, sounds good, Slam. I'm like, did I set that? No, I know it's here. Okay. We have Nettle Guard. Has Valiant. And then 1 to sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Yeah, and then reminder, we do have MTG bot in the chat too if you want to do card and then the name if you're wanting to chat cards together. Reminder, we've got that in the chat. All right. I'm going to keep reading cards until we start getting repeats, and then I won't read quite as much like we've done on the previous. We started playing kind of right after Bloomburrow. So I know some of the cards, but not all of the cards. Oh, hey, it's Camellia. I have her in my squirrel deck. Alright, so we got a shiny Camellia. Menace. Other squirrels you control have Menace. When you sacrifice 1 or more food, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. She's got Forage, so put a 1/1 counter on each other squirrel you control. I will throw her into a sleeve for... I will probably sell this copy because I already have a copy, but there she is. Put her over here. Ooh, I got another swamp to add. Very pretty. Squirrel! Valiant, hello, how are you? Yeah, they're pretty card. I really like the showcase style for this set too. Like the border and everything. Okay, so it also means that we can get the showcase in the boosters. So that's good to know, because I do like the showcase a lot. Jackson says, looks like fun, but I need to investigate other decks before I decide. Looking at Mill Duskborn last night. Medallion, what you up to? I have the one in the trade binder too. I think I took a non-foil, and then you got the foil, and now we have another. Alright, Portent of Calamity. Reveal top X cards for your library. For each card type, you may exile a card of that type from among them. Put the rest into your graveyard. You may cast a spell from among the exiled cards without paying its mana cost if you exiled 4 or more cards this way. Then put the rest of the exiled cards into your hand. Let's gonna throw a thing on that. Gonna revisit that later. Dewdrop Cure. Can gift a card. Return up to 2 target creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. If the gift was promised, instead return up to 3 target creature card with mana value 2 or less. How many? I feel like a lot of my bats are 3 or less. That might be pretty good. Oh, it's 2 or less. I think they're mostly 3, so probably not great for me. Probably good for those rapid decks, maybe not for me. We have a Driftgloom Coyote. When it enters, exile target creature an opponent controls till it leaves the battlefield. If the creature had power 2 or less, put a 1/1 counter on Driftgloom Coyote. Splash Lasher. Also has Offspring. When it enters, tap up to 1 target creature, put a stun counter on it. Brazen Collector, that's some fun art. Raccoon Rogue has First Strike. Whenever it attacks, add red. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Druid of the Spade. As long as you control a token, it gets a 2/0 and has trample. I love this art too. Little raccoon rallier. You can tap. Target creature you control gains haste until the end of turn. Activate only as sorcery. Mind Drill Assailant. We have a Rat Warlock. As long as 7 or more cards are in your graveyard, Mind Drill Assailant gets a 3/0. For 2 and blue or black, surveil 1. It's kind of fun. I feel like, yeah, kind of the a rogue deck would also be. We're getting a fair amount of unblockable stuff. Psychic Whirl. Target opponent discards 2 cards. If you control a rat, surveil 2. Got another Provisioner. Pearl of Wisdom. Spell costs 1 less to cast if you control an otter. Get to draw 2 cards. And Daggerfang Duo has Death Touch. When it enters, you may mill 2 cards. And there's that. Another pack. Alright, next pack. Let's see, what did I end up doing yesterday? Yesterday I checked on the VTubing stuff. My night last night went from watching One Piece to watching Yu-Gi-Oh! To watching One Piece to watching Dragon Ball. It was great. I just watched a whole bunch of it and read my book last night. I'm still reading the Black Tongue Thief by Christopher Beaumont. It's basically if like an arcane trickster and a paladin went on a quest, and it's kind of fun. I'm enjoying it. Sounds like a nerd of an evening. It was pretty great, honestly. I was just kind of brain dead. Oh, Dazzling Denial in foil is kind of fun. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. If you control a bird, counter that spell unless its controller plays 4 instead. Put that with that bird we got earlier. Another pretty island. Man, these lands are spoiling us. So pretty. We have a Valley Rotcaller. He is in my squirrel deck, but I'll go ahead and throw a sleeve on this one. Whenever he attacks, each opponent loses X life or X life. Oh, I'm sorry, you gain X life. For X is the number of other squirrels, bats, lizards, and rats you control. So, yeah. When you get a lot of squirrel tokens out, he's pretty gross. So I already have him. I'll set him aside over there. Lupin Flower Village, also very pretty. Get to add uncolored, add white, spend this mana to cast a creature spell. Sacrifice it. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a bat, bird, mouse, or rabbit card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. I'll go ahead and pull that out too, just in case. This one could go, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Seems like a good one to have. Especially when we're doing Commander. It's another unique land. Alright, Feed the Cycle. Additional cost to cast this spell, forage or play X. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. I mean, that might be good to have while we're filling out the bat deck. It's not crazy, but it could be good to fill it out. Alright. We have the 3-tree Scribe. When Scribe or another creature you control that leaves the battlefield without dying, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Harnesser of Storms. Whenever you cast a non-creature or otter spell, you may exile the top card of your library. Till the end of the turn, you may play that card. This ability triggers once each turn. Got the raccoon again. We've seen that. Cindering Cutthroat. Enters with a 1/1 counter on it if opponent has lost life this turn. For 1 and a black or red, gains Menace until the end of turn. Little Treetop Sentries. When it enters, you may forage. If you do draw a card, they've got reach. I'm pretty sure they're in my squirrel deck, so I'll leave them here. Crumb and Get It. You can gift a food. Target creature you control gets a 2/2 until the end of turn. If the gift was promised, that creature also gains Indestructible until end of turn. I'm going to grab that for now for bats. That's not bad for 1 white. We have a Waterspout Warden. Whenever it attacks another creature enter the battlefield under your control this turn, Waterspout Warden gains flying till the end of turn. You get a flying frog soldier. And Savor, that's some fun art. Target creature gets a -2/-2 till end of turn. Create a food token. That might be... I might grab that for my squirrels, actually. Since it's got food in it. I hadn't seen it. We'll grab that for now. See if there's a spot for it. Alright. Next pack. Tomorrow is my tattoo day, and I'm very excited. That's like all I can think about today, other than opening up some magic cards. I'm excited for tattoo day. We will be streaming tomorrow. We are going to be back to paint. Ah, this is what Dawn's Truce? Yeah. Pretty art card. We will be streaming. We'll be doing, we're going to work on the Artillery Witch for Trench Crusade tomorrow before I take off for Tattoos Day. I'm very excited. Anything else coming up this week we're excited for, chat? Anything you're looking forward to? We have a Burrow Guard Mentor. Power and toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. Another pretty land. So many full lands. Paw Patch Recruit. Has Offspring, Trample. When a creature you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control other than that creature. I'm going to go ahead and throw him in a sleeve because he's a rare. Alright. Oh, look how cute this is. Flowerfoot Swordmaster. Offspring has Valiant, so whenever this creature becomes target of a spell or ability you control for the first time, first turn, mice you control get a 1/0 till the end of turn. If we end up doing that mice deck. Another Lurker, we've had him. This art always cracks me up. We have a Rabid Gnaw. Target creature you control gets a 1/0 till end of turn, then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. We have a Galewind Moose. Flash, Vigilance, Reach, and Trample. The Bravekin Duo. Target creature gets a 1/1 till end of turn. Activate only as sorcery. Another Take Out the Trash. A Pond Prophet. When it enters, draw a card. Oh, a little mole. How cute. He is a little mana dork. Add 1 mana of any color. Ooh, I don't know if I have this one. We have a Waxwing Witness. Has Flying, Vigilance. Whenever you gain or lose life during your turn, Waxwing Witness gets a 1/0 till the end of turn. I don't think I have this one. More bats, more bats. Into the pile. Shore Up, and then a Hidden Grotto. So add uncolored, 1 and tap to add a mana of any kind. Grab that too. No, you, Erebry, how are you? We are pulling some Bloomburrow today. Go ahead and set this aside. Alright, next pack. Bushy Bodyguard, look at him. This creature enters, you may forage. If you do, put 2 1/1 counters on it. We got the Life Creed Duo, which is Bat Bird. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain a life. That seems worth grabbing. I'm okay. Former birthday streamer. I'm doing well. We get to open magic today. It's a good day. We are trying to build my bat deck, Erebry. That's what you've come into. Oh, that's a pretty swamp. Kind of a snowy swamp. I dig that. We have Storm Chaser's Talent. When Storm Chaser's Talent enters, create a 1/1 blue and red otter creature token with prowess. Becomes level 2, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to the hand. For level 3, whenever you cast instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 blue and red otter creature token with prowess. Yeah, that'll be, if I were building specifically otters, would definitely take this. I'm going to go ahead and put it in a sleeve, though. Not as great for Niv, but I'll set it aside here. We have an Oak Hollow Village. Get to add an uncolored or add a green. Put a 1/1 counter on each frog, rabbit, raccoon, or squirrel you control to enter the battlefield this turn. I know that's in my squirrel deck, but cool card. Long River's Pull. Gift a card. Counter target creature spell. If the gift was promised, instead counter target spell. Starscape we do have. There's another War Squeak. Might of the Meek. Target creature gains trample till the end of turn. Also gets a 1/0 till end of turn if you control a mouse. Draw a card. Corpseberry Cultivator. Beginning of combat on your turn, you may forage. Whenever you forage, put a 1/1 counter. I don't know if he's in mine. I'm going to set it aside, just because I don't know. I don't think I've played him, but I don't know if he's in the deck. We shall see. I can't remember, unfortunately, all 100 cards. Especially because it was a pre-con, so I don't remember exactly what was in it. We've got a Sticky Tongue Sentinel. When he enters, return up to target permanent you control to owner's hand. Conduct Electricity again. The Soothsayer we pulled. Little Intrepid Rabbit. Has offspring. This creature enters, target creature you control gets a 1/1 till the end of turn. And then the little Light Shell Duo. Some more little otters. Which card? Corpseberry Cultivator. I wasn't sure on. Oh, the money card was Spell Chasers. Storm Chasers talent. Alright. Next pack. Oh, got Camellia again. Just meant to be. Alright, we got a Steam Path Charger. Has offspring. When this creature dies, it deals damage to target player. Pretty shiny planes. I'll go ahead and put a sleeve on that in case I decide to take it. I don't tend to like... I'm going to ask chat. Chat, do you prefer foils or non-foil? I actually prefer non-foil because I think... I mean, for planes it's fine, but I think the foil cards are harder to read. I have a harder time with them. Oh yeah, Storm Chaser is blue, so it wasn't. This one I wasn't sure if it was in the pre-con or not, so I pulled it aside just in case. Non-foil all day. Non-foil for everything but the basic lands, more or less. Well, we got a Manifold Mouse. Throw him in a sleeve. And a Byway Barter. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, Manifold Mouse has offspring. Beginning of combat on your turn, target mouse you control gains your choice of double strike or trample until the end of turn. We might have to build a mouse deck, chat. We're getting some good mouse stuff here. We also have Byway Barter, which also goes into a sleeve. This one has Menace. When you expend 4, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. Getting some good red cards today. I remember it's kind of like corn, right? It's it blood, blood, skull, blood, gore, blood. it's all the same. Foils used to be the pinnacle of fancy. If it's not done right, it makes the art bland. Foils, because I'm fancy. Scott likes the foils. I just think it's harder to read. But some of them, like the that bird that had like the dazzling foil, some of them are really pretty with the way that the foil's done. All right, we have a Feather of Flight. Flash, enchant creature. When it enters, draw a card. Enchanted creature gets a 1/0 and has flight. Wildfire Howl. Can gift a card. Deals 2 damage to each creature. If the gift was promised, and deals 1 damage to any target and 2 damage to each creature. I've read the triple sleeve deck. People have played a Yu-Gi-Oh! Event with 2,000 card deck. Holy cow. That's a pretty card too. Do you have... What is this? Oh, it's like a seed. I'm like, is that a tiny mace? It's a seed, I think. Flash Flying. When Bloomburrow Escort enters, target creature you control gains hexproof till the end of turn. Got a little seed. We have a Bark Form Harvester. It's a changeling, a reach. Put target creature from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. Baker's Bane Duo. So cute. When it enters, create a food token. When you expend 4, the duo gets a 1/1 till the end of turn. Frilled Spark Shooter. Menace and Reach. Enters with a 1/1 counter if opponent lost life this turn. Another Mind Drill. You have Early Winter to exile a target creature, or target opponent exiles an enchantment they control. Seems a little pricey for 5, but I guess exile. And the Sky Skipper Duo. When it enters, exile 1 target creature you control. Return the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of next end step. Alright, that's what we got from this one. So we got some nice red cards. Set those aside. Alright, next. see what we got next. I think what else is going on. We will also be checking out Avowed this week. We're going to be doing that on Wednesday for our game day. We'll make our character and everything together, I guess. I feel like beginning of RPG can be can take a little bit of time. It can take 5 hours, so I guess we'll see how far we get. But we're going to check out Avowed on Wednesday. Food. All right, we have Agate Blade Assassin, shiny. Whenever assassin attacks, defending player loses a life and you gain a life. Another pretty full land with forest this time. I guess I should got pretty. I was trying to think if I want to throw this into the squirrel deck. Just swap out some of the full lands. Alright, we got Azure Beastbinder, Rat Rogue, has Vigilance, can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or greater. Whenever it attacks, up to one target artifact, creature, or planeswalker an opponent controls loses all abilities until your next turn. If it's a creature, it also has base power and toughness 2/2 until your next turn. That's fun. I'm going to put you in a sleeve. That's fun. I don't know, maybe a little rogue deck from Bloomburrow could be fun. We'll have to see what all we get here at the end. We have a Wandertail Mentor. When you expend 4, put a 1/1 counter on Mentor. You can tap to add red or green. Got Gerbils again, Shove again. We have a Shoreline Looter, another Rat Rogue. He can't be blocked. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, discard a card unless there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. I might have to look into this. It could be fun. I love the name of this one. Polywallop. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each frog you control. Target creature you control deals damage equal to twice its power to target creature you don't control. Holy cow. We'll see who croaks first, huh? That's fun. Another Steampath Charger. Veteran Guard Mouse. Another mouse, chat. It's got Valiant and then also Scry 1. Dire Sight. Warren Elder. Another Runaway Together. And Glide Dive Duo. I don't know if I have this one. Flying. When it enters, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. We'll set that aside because it is Bat Lizard. Into the pile. Alright, we've got one more of our first stack of boosters. And I don't know, we got... The bats are doing well, and it looks like either mice or like a rogue deck could also be in the cards. Anyway, got a rabbit. A bat lizard, that's right. Valley Rally. Gift of food. Creatures you control get a 2/0 until end of turn. Gift was promised. Target creature you control gains first strike until end of turn. That's fun. Another Pretty Plains. I'm going to be spoiled for swapping out lands here later. My goodness. We have Wick the World Mind. Whenever Wick or another rat you control enters, create a 1/1 black snail creature token if you don't control a snail. Otherwise, put a 1/1 counter on a snail you control. For blue, black, red, sacrifice a snail. Wick deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to each opponent. Then draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power. Interesting. That is an interesting card. I am going to throw it in a sleeve, though, because they're rare. We also have a Salvation Swan. Very pretty. It's a bird cleric. Flash flying. Whenever it or another bird you control enters, exile up to 1 target creature you control without flying. Return to the battlefield under its control with flying counter on it in the beginning of the next end step. Kind of fun. I'm going to throw a sleeve on that as well. We have another Seedglaive Mentor, which we'll absolutely take if we end up building some mice. Another Stargaze. Harnesser of Storms. High Stride. Target creature gets a 1/3, gains reach till the end of turn. Untap it. Longstalk Brawl. Gift to tapped fish. Choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. Put a 1/1 counter on the creature you control if it was promised. Then the creatures fight each other. Another Pawn Prophet. Another Brew. Uncharted Haven. Choose a color. You get to tap it for the mana of the chosen color. I'll set that aside. Got another Carrot Cake and another Shore Up. All right, we're starting to get some more duplicates here as we go. Next pile of goodies. I think we're doing pretty well though, chat. I'm excited to kind of dig through what we get and what we can build with it. I got some cool options here, I think. All right. I guess from what we've been through, what do you guys want to build? We have an iridescent vine lasher, lizard assassin. Ooh, it has landfall. When a land you control enters, this damage deals 1 damage to target opponent. I do love landfall. Such a fun mechanic. Another pearl of wisdom, but shiny. I'll steal the forest from my squirrels. Ooh, what have we got here? Scavenger's talent. When one or more creatures you control create... Start over. Whenever one or more creatures you control die, create a food token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards. Beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice 3 other non-land permanents. If you do, return a creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. I don't remember what a finality counter is. But I'm going to set that aside just in case these. Because my squirrel deck does deal with food and things. So maybe. Maybe. Alright. Finality is it's exiled if it dies. They're exiled after death. Okay, thank you, chat. Thank you. Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna think on that one. We have an honored Dre leader who I have in games buffed up to something stupid. So he's got trample. When he enters, put a 1/1 counter on it for each other squirrel or food you control. Another squirrel or food you control enters, put another 1/1 counter on him. So I got him up to stupid numbers one game. Replacement effect 2, I believe. So anything that would see something hit the graveyard doesn't happen. I'll have to read that again. Repel Calamity. That's probably good to have for the bats. Target creature with power or toughness 4 or greater. For 1 and a white. Yeah, that probably needs to go in the bat deck. One or more finality counters on a permanent creates a single replacement effect. Stops the permanent from going to the graveyard. Effect is if this permanent would be put into the graveyard, exile instead. Advertisement. Guess we'll make it back. You may sacrifice 3 other non-land permanents. If you do, return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter. So, replaces it. Okay. There are ways to move finality counters. Trying to think what that would be in my deck. We'll come back to that. I'm going to think on it. Patchwork Banner is always good. Other creatures you control of a chosen type get a 1/1. Add a mana of any color. Always good to have. I'll actually go ahead and pull it because I don't think I have anything for the bats just yet. So I can just throw that in. Look at this little cutie. We have a Bramble Guard Veteran. When you expend 4 raccoons you control, get a 1/1 and gain vigilance till the end of your turn. Tempest. Ooh, not foil. I might snatch this one actually. Replace the foil one I've got. I'll take the non-foil. Magic being so complicated, I had to create a second double graveyard. It's very funny. Yeah, by destroying the creature. That's one way to remove tokens. It is, it's kind of fun butts, because, like, the graveyard, depending on, like, the squirrels are Golgari, so, like, you can do some fun graveyard shenanigans, but between that and exiling and all of that, it's kind of fun to get all that figured out. We have another mouse. So it's got that same Valiant. Got the Moonrise Cleric, we pulled that earlier. Got the Assassin again, Thistledown again, and Finch Formation. Okay. Well, that's that pack. I think Repel Calamity was in that pack too, so it's pretty decent pack. I do wish the way to do cards was the same as Discord. I'm a little sad they're a different input. We got art for the, okay, chat. I need to find, it's exclamation card and then the name. Yeah, I wish they were entered the same way. I want to find something to do with art cards. I don't know what to do other than just like make a display or... I don't know. I gotta find something. Because we have a lot of really pretty art cards and I don't know where to put it. Look at him doot-dootin' wasted. Isn't he cute? He doot-dootin'. But I need to find a place to put my little doot-doot. Oh, shiny swamp. I'll steal it. Oh, I see a Phineas. Your deck rewards you for putting creatures in the graveyard. Too bad I'm sending them to double hell. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Nesting grounds. Move a counter from target permanent you control into another target. Activate only a sorcery. I mean, I guess I'd rather remove it. He's Lord of the Doot. When they start putting art cards in, I haven't bought a pack in like 13 years. I don't know when it started, but yeah, I think all of the kind of more modern sets have had them. I think if you do the, like the play boosters, I don't think the draft boosters have art cards, but if you do just the regular boosters, which now it's all the same booster, but if you don't do the draft, I think you can get the art cards. Let's slip the Raccoons of War. I have the Raccoon Precon that I need to play more. I think Noob also picked it up, so I'm kind of curious to see how Noob does with it. Alright, we got Phineas, Ace Archer. He's got Vigilance Reach. Whenever he attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control that's a token or a rabbit. And then if creatures you control have a total power 10 or greater, draw a card. We're going to go throw a sleeve on Mr. Phineas. I'm going to need more sleeves. I've sleeved more than I thought we would. Let me grab some more sleeves real quick, chat. We've had a pretty good day here. Between my stuff and like potentially stuff I sell to basically rotate my hobby money around. Yeah, we've done pretty well today. Let me grab some more sleeves. Okay, I got some more at least to get us started. Move it onto an opponent's creature? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Onto another target permanent. That's true. That's true. I need to, and this is something when I play my blue deck, I do get better about seeing that it's just a target and not opponent or your target. Play boosters have to 4 rares mythics, and it's awful for drafting. The rich get richer is what it feels like. It's, yeah. It was interesting that the packs were separate, and now I guess they're back together. Alright, so now I've got a Lily Splash Mentor. Has reach. For 1 green blue, exile another target creature you control. Return to the battlefield under owner's control with a 1/1 counter on it. Activate only a sorcery. We have a Bright Blade Stoat. He has first strike and lifelink. Little weasel soldier. Floodmaw again. Consumed by greed. Gift a card. Target opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. If the gift is promised, return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. That's fun. Another rabbit response. Sticky Tongue. Roughshod Duo has Trample. Whenever you expend 4, target creature you control gets a 1/1, gains Trample until the end of turn. The flavor text is, "Unguard you an adequate excuse for a foe. Challenge the mouse. Rar, grr, rar," agreed the raccoon. Got another Junk Blade Bruiser. I don't know, maybe it's raccoon time. Pulled that earlier. And we got that earlier. Okay, so that was a little bit of a quieter one there, but we did get an art doot, so, you know, winning. Winning. Yeah, we gotta find something to do with these art cards. They're just too pretty, and I'm not using them. We have a fish. Just a fish. Another Might of the Meek. Another pretty island with the snow. Wishing Well. Put a coin counter on Wishing Well. When you do, you may cast target instant or sorcery card with mana value equal to the number of coin counters on Wishing Well from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If the spell would be put into your graveyard exile instead, activate only as a sorcery. Yoink. Alright, that's pretty fun. We'll find a spot for that. Find a spot for that. We have a Seasoned Warren Guard. Whenever it attacks, you control a token. It gets a 2/0 until the end of turn. Stormcatch Mentor. I think this is a Niv. Got haste, prowess, instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 last to cast. So great for those otter decks too. Long Reverse Pull again. We got our Boar, another War Squeak, another Polywallop, Spark Shooter, Head of the Homestead. Alright, yep, we have seen these in other packs, so I'm going to cruise on through. Alright, next up. Wishing Well is pretty cool. Alright, another art card. Agate Instigator. Which I don't think we've gotten this one yet. Oh, we got a Stampy too. Alright, we got Intrepid Rabbit in foil. Another Plains I'll steal for the bats. Oh, we got a talent. Caretaker's Talent. Whenever one or more tokens you control enter, draw a card. This ability triggers once per turn. When this class becomes level 2, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. Creature tokens you control get a 2/2. Into the sleeve. So that's pretty good. We'll keep that one for sure. Pretty good. I feel like all of those talents are very good depending on what type of deck you're running. I got the, I think it's Artistic Talent for Niv. If we pull it, we'll go through it. But we got Sugarcoat. Flash, enchant creature or food. Enchanted permanent is a colorless food artifact. Sacrifice this artifact, get 3 life. Turn stuff into food. Hazel's Nocturne. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. I like the art for that. That one is a Mesquerel deck. That's very pretty. Ooh, a Calamitous Tide. Return up to 2 target creatures to their owner's hands. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Another Bravekin, Tree Guard, Might of the Meek, another Tempest Angler. Alright, so things we have seen earlier. Cool. Open up another pack. Got another art card to see. Oh, we got the pretty elk. We got Beza. Pretty. Alright, we have Thornplate Intimidator. We did look at him earlier, but now we have him in foil. Got another pretty mountain. Valley Quest Caller. Whenever one or more rabbits, bats, birds, and or mice you control enter, scry 1. Other rabbits, bats, birds, mice you control get a 1/1. I like the bats getting a 1/1, but you're not a bat. I'm going to sleeve you for now. We'll figure it out. Hard to pass up bats getting a 1/1. And scrying. That's hard to pass up. Alright, we have Tangle Tumbler. There's a vehicle. It's, how well you can see it. There's a whole bunch of raccoons in there. It's got Vigilance, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Tap 2 untap tokens you control. Excuse me, becomes an artifact creature until the end of turn. Now I'm merging into playing 7 change tickets in one fell swoop on my first healthy brain day. Look at you go. I kind of sort of know what that means. It sounds like it's impressive. Good job, Norma. Good job. Persistent Marsh Stalker. Gets a 1/0 for each other rat you control, and then it has Threshold. Whenever you attack with 1 or more rats, if 7 or more cards are in your graveyard, you may pay 2 and a black. If you do, return him from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking. That's fun. Ooh, another talent. We got Hunter's Talent. When it enters, target creature you control deals equal damage. Creature you control deals damage equal to its power to a target creature you don't control. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets a 1/0 and gains trample until the end of turn. Beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power or 4 or greater, draw a card. So it's kind of reminds me of Garrick's Uprising a little bit, between giving out a trample and drawing cards. High Stride, another Cash Grab, another Moonrise, Daggerfang, Provisioner, another Grotto. Okay. Main star we'll start with issue tickets for stuff not working. Oh no. Well, that part's not great. That part doesn't sound as fun. Alright, next up. Oh, we have a token for the Starscape Cleric, which I guess I will need. I'll save that since I'm taking it. We have a shiny Polywallop. I got so many Polywallops. Shiny Forest. Ooh, we got Ral. I don't have a Ral. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a loyalty counter on Ral, Crackling Wit. Create a 1/1 blue and red otter creature token with prowess. For -3, draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards. -10, draw 3 cards. You get an emblem with instant and sorcery spells you cast have Storm. I'm going to keep Ral. Get him a nice sleep. We got a Ral Otter. I keep you. I keep you. Alright, we also got a Scrap Shooter. Raccoon Archer. Gift a card, reach. When it enters, if the gift was promised, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. I'm going to go ahead and throw a sleeve on him just because he's rare. This part isn't fun either. My BPM is 100+. It's not caused by all the coffee I guzzled. Well, I hope everything works out. With someone who doesn't know a lot of what you guys do. What is Hoarder's Overflow? When it enters, when you expend 4, put a stash counter on it. 1 in red to sacrifice it, discard your hand, and draw cards equal to the number of stash counters on Hoarder's Overflow. That's kind of fun. I like that. A lot of the raccoons have expend 4, which I guess I also need to look into. See if I want to deal with all that. Let's see. You know the bar I paint in with friends? They recently struck the Magic the Gathering fans MTG evening twice a week there. So I'll be seeing folks quietly sit and play in the bar so often. I love that. Gonna hop in, Norman. Gonna magic it up. We've really enjoyed going up to the store to play. That's been such like a game changer, like getting back into it. Like the first time we got into it, like we enjoyed it, but we didn't really have a place to like go and play and see other people. Being able to just run up to the store has been the thing to like keep us actually doing it. That's that and trying Commander. Scott going up for Commander Night is what pulled us back in. It's so much. It's closer to what we're looking for Magic rather than the one-on-one and kind of the arena stuff. The social part of Commander is definitely what we're looking for. Look at this little Thunder Trap Trainer. This creature enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them. Put them into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. Look at this little cutie. Those little, like, fish kites. Yeah, I just haven't used Expend, but I see it on a lot of the raccoons. Another pretty island. I'm about to just make a billion decks so I can use all of the lands. Like, they're that pretty. I never caught the Magic fever. Brother was into it since ever, and I played with him, so I know it well, but I was never into it. That's fair. That's fair. Osteomancer's also good. I have him in my deck. Has Death Touch. At the end of turn, you may cast creature spells from your graveyard by foraging in addition to other costs. If you cast a spell this way, the creature enters with a finality counter on it. I'll go ahead and throw a sleeve on him. I see a lily pad village. I keep spoiling the next card. Yeah, I just haven't played with it. It's kind of like Aether Drift has a lot of the vehicle stuff, and I just never really played vehicles. My brain, like, knows what it does, but I've never, like, seen it, and I think I need to get more comfy with that, too, with Aether Drift. Alright, Lilypad Village. You can add an uncolored or add a blue for creature spells. Surveil 2. Activate only if a bird, frog, otter, or rat enter the battlefield under your control this turn. I'm going to set this aside in case we decide to do, like a rat rogue type deck. I'm going to set that aside. Because, like, we got a lot of cards to figure out what we want to do with. Okay. Looked at you. Pulled you. Got you. Banishing Light. When it enters, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until Banishing Light leaves the battlefield. I think I have the Foundations one pulled. I'd rather have the Bloomburrow art, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it. Do you need drafts pre-releases? I keep my pretty lands I don't use for that. I haven't. I think if I get more comfy, I'd like to do some of that. Once in a blue moon joining a draft he is running is fun to me. I don't know any meta or majority of the cards, all fresh for me to stretch my brain. I always end last, but I give him a run for it massively. Random BS attempts. I feel like that's why I really like draft, is everyone's kind of learning together. Like, obviously some people will look ahead at, like, the previews and stuff and kind of get a feel for what they want to do, but I think draft is fun because you're all figuring it out. Like, when I do it on Arena, I really enjoy it. I think I really like sealed the best, because then you get some more time, more options to kind of put something together. But yeah, I think I might save my draft stuff in Arena for Tarkir when that comes out. I know that's a while away, but I might do that. Oh, look at this guy. This is the Tender Wild Guide. Oh, that's cutie. Alright, we got a shiny Psychic Whirl. Another mountain. We have so many mountains. If I could get some more swamps, please. More swamps and plains. Ooh, we got Maha. Got Flying, Trample, Ward as discard a card. Creatures your opponents control have a base toughness of 1. Plus, just beautiful art. I'm going to steal Maha. Yoink. Alright, also have a Short Bow. Gives a 1/1, Vigilance and Reach. Parting Gust. You can gift a tapped fish. Exile target non-token creature. If the gift wasn't promised, return that creature to the battlefield under its owner's control with a 1/1 counter on it at the beginning of next end step. Maha plus Elishnorn. Alright, I've had that. I've seen that. I've seen that. Scales of Shale. Spell costs 1 less to cast for each lizard you control. Target creature gets a 2/0, gains lifelink, and indestructible until the end of turn. It's like shedding, but backwards. Another Runaway together. And then we did pull that earlier. Alright, a Maha in a pack. That was pretty good. There's one specific time that came to me in memories where a guy had a face-down creature about to attack. And I was so low, it triple blocked with 3 good creatures just to be sure his creature had Venom. I don't remember Venom. Alright. My pile. Oh, I got a little rush shield. Like cutie. Find the shield. Alright, Shiny Nocturnal Hunger. Another pretty island. Ooh, Emberheart Challenger. We're gonna have to make a mouse deck. I think I've pulled like all of the pieces now to make the mouse deck. It's got Haste, Prowess, and then Valiant. Whenever Challenger becomes target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, exile the top card of your library. Till the end of turn, you may play that card. So there's another Mousy. We've got another Mudflat Village. I know we pulled one. I'm going to pull another one just in case. Make sure both squirrels and bats are covered. Venom instigate any creature with assigned damage. Oh, so like Death Touch. I was wondering also with like between languages and stuff. Flamecash Gecko. When it enters, if an opponent lost life this turn, add black-red. You can 1 in red, discard a card, draw a card. Sinister Monolith. Beginning of your combat on your turn, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain a life. 2 and pay 2 life, sacrifice it to draw 2 cards, activate only a sorcery. I feel like that's probably worth grabbing. For bats. No, you're good. I didn't know if, yeah, I don't think I've seen other... for like different languages, translating some of that over. I don't know if like the keywords would be the same or... All good, Armin. But yeah, the Death Touch is pretty gross. Pretty gross. Alright, we've seen these. Yep. Oh, Thunder Strike. I might already have this, but I'm gonna grab it. It does 4 damage to target attacking, blocking, or tapped creature. You gain 3 life if you control a bat. I think I pulled it, but just in case. Okay. Next. We played it in English always. Gotcha. Okay. What the heck? There we go. Alright, the little Thorn Plant Intimidator also gets a token. Brawl and Shiny. Pretty Forest, I'll grab for the squirrels. Ooh, we got a Dowerport Mage. Whenever one or more creatures you control leave the battlefield without dying, draw a card. For 1 in blue and tap, return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. I know he's a good one. Go ahead and grab him. Alright, we also have Wear Down. Gift a card. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. If the gift was promised, instead destroy 2 target artifacts or enchantments. Pretty good. Another Wandertail. Ooh, a Night Fisher. Whenever another non-token bird you control enters, create a 1/1 blue fish creature token. Scribe. More squirrels. Bark form. Alright. Dowerport's still pretty good. Yoink. Alright, I got some more. We got Elspeth's Son's Champion. Aw. My little Elspeth. And, the gold stamp. Matt, welcome in on our first hello. How we doing today? We are opening up Bloomburrow packs. Is there anything in particular? So I want to build a Bat Commander deck. So we have found a few things which I can show you. I've just kind of pulled aside things from packs we've already opened. But we did find, I need to see if I already have a Moonrise Cleric, but I pulled it just in case. I did get Three Tree City, so a nice land for the deck. We got the Soothsayer, which I couldn't remember if I already had. What else have we got in here? Stargaze is the prettiest card. I know it's just an uncommon, but I love the art for it so much, so I'm glad we got it. Let's see. Things like Crumb and Get It to try and fill it out. Some of the spells that I just haven't gotten yet. We did find another bat. Don't have anything. We did get Scavenger's Talent, which I was considering for my squirrels. Because I have the squirrel precon, which I'm also kind of considering for pulling lands and stuff too. We did get Wishing Well, which is pretty cool. So put a coin counter on Wishing Well. When you do, you may cast target instant or sorcery card with mana value equal to the number of coin counters on Wishing Well from your graveyard without paying mana cost. The spell would be put into your graveyard, exiled instead, activated as sorcery. So that was a nice pick. We got Caretakers as well. So yeah, I feel like we're doing pretty well. Got Maha, which I'm excited about. But yeah, we're doing all right. We also seem to be coming up with everything we need for a mouse deck. So I've kind of been setting them aside just in case we want to. So we're getting a lot of the nice mousy stuff too. So I'm just kind of setting some stuff aside to see what we get, in addition to trying to build bats. But yeah, that's here's a few others that a lot of these are squirrels I already have, so I'm gonna resell them to basically get more magic money. But we got a Dowerport Mage, the Warlock I already have. We got Phineas. I got Wick. This guy's making me kind of want to look into a roguey deck. Got Storm Chasers. So yeah, we've got a lot of cool stuff. I think it's deciding what we want to build from it. What are you up to today? We're definitely spoiled for choices, I think is the that's the main takeaway. We have a lot of things we could look into. Created a fun little otter deck for my Bloomburrow stuff. Lisa Lania is the commander. Rise here in chat also has an otter deck. I've got some otters in my Niv Mizzet, so it's not a full otter deck, but there's a fair amount of them in my Niv deck. They're fun. Keep that plains. Ooh, Cruel Claws Heists. Gift a card. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. Exile that card. If the gift was promised, you may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. Mana of any type can be spent to cast it. Gonna steal that. Niv Mizzet. 10 Niv Mizzets. Yep, I'm excited to start playing it, Matt. I'm excited. My boy. My boy. Another heart for our hero. Spell gear. Choose one. Counter target spell, or surveil 2 and then draw 2 cards. Another War Squeak. Another Rampager. Another Doot Doot. Free Tree. Sky Skipper. Alright, the rest of those we have seen earlier, so keep on cruising. Hey Doot Doot, Riot, what you up to today? I love that that's what pulls everyone back. Doot Doot. Alright, we have, I don't think I actually have this one yet. We have the Star Charter. I can't remember, we might have actually found one. It was hard because I started pulling cards, but then Scott still had some in his trade binder, and I can't remember what I pulled over from the trade binder. So that's what we're going to have to look here in a second. Alright, another pretty forest. Oh, I just ordered this. This is the one I put in Niv. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Non-creature spells cost 1 less to cast. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much plus 2 instead. Gotta head out here, but have a good one. We'll see you later. Bye-bye for now. You've been enjoying the Wilds beta. Me and my partner managed to beat Arkfeld last night. I got on a little bit. Honestly, I'm just ready for the full game, so I haven't really looked at it. I got on so I could make sure I got the little charm for your weapon. But, like, my PC ran it fine the first time, so I'm just waiting for the full game. That's awesome, though. I'm beating Arkfeld. Well job. Or, well done. Good job. Dude, I tried to get on and learn Hunting Horn, but I was not in the right, like, mindset for it that night. Because I'd really like to get good at Hunting Horn. Especially because I used to play baritone saxophone, and it's a contrabass saxophone as the weapon, and I need to be able to play saxophone. I want to be able to play it, yeah. So I want to learn it, but I just wasn't in the right headspace that night. It wasn't clicking. I need to try again. Alright, got Wix Patrol. When it enters, mill 3 cards. When you do, target creature an opponent controls gets -X till the end of turn. X is the greatest mana value when cards in your graveyard. That's kind of fun. Another Mousy. Right, it's going to be shoveling snow for the 4th day in a row. Oh, no. I don't know why, but Nikki has saxophone energy. Thank you. Thank you. I did enjoy it. It was fun. It's just, I did it all the way through, like, middle school and high school. So then I didn't continue past that. But yeah, I played, for concert season, I played baritone, and I marched an alto sax. Alright, last stack. And the box is done. And then we will build that bat deck together. I'll show you what I already have pulled, and we'll try and fill it out here. These streams, you can write off magic cards on your taxes. These are very kindly gifted to me. So these are from Alive in Madness in chat. And, yeah, if they're gifted, I'll do them on the stream so you can see what I get. What are you up to, Ori class? Welcome in. Plus, it's just fun building decks together. Oh, we got Crag Flame for a little Maple. Guess we should set that aside. We got another Beza. In shiny this time. We got a shiny Swamp. I guess I should make these a different pile for all the lands. That's genius. Beer Max said a channel starts streaming MTG pack opening. The unfortunate part is you'd have to open so many packs for it to mean anything. Yeah, you'd have to spend some serious money for it to mean anything. Alright, we have Dragonhawk, which I actually haven't seen. A bird dragon. This is a paragraph. Has flying. Whenever it enters or attacks, exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 4 or greater. You may play those cards until your next end step. Beginning of your next end step, Dragonhawk deals 2 damage each opponent for each of those cards that are still exiled. Oh. That's interesting. I don't know where I would put him, but it's kind of cool. Stop hating with the I know, I'm sorry. I wish it worked out that nicely. I wish it worked out that nicely. Okay, I'm gonna put you over here for now. I don't know what to do with you, but you're neat. We have another talent. We're getting like all of them. Whenever a creature you control enters Surveil 1, whenever you attack, target creature power 3 or less can't be blocked this turn. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may exile it, then return it to the battlefield. Okay, if we end up doing that kind of rat roguey deck, we definitely need this. Maybe I'm going to set it aside in case we do. I'm going to end up, I already have a ninja deck. I'm going to end up with a rat rogue deck at this point. We have a Shrike Force. Has flying, double strike, and vigilance. Ooh, a Wolverine. When he enters, choose one. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Or he could fight a target creature token. Or destroy target artifact or enchantment. Finish work for the day, Warrior class. Well done. We have a Huskburster Swarm. Let's see. It's 7 black, but it costs 1 less to cast for each creature card you own in exile and in your graveyard. Menace and Death Touch. It's interesting. Bravekin we've looked at. We've looked at those. Kindle Spark I don't think we've looked at. To tap, it deals 1 damage to target opponent. When you cast a non-creature spell, untap Kindle Spark Duo. That's pretty good. I don't think you'd fit in what I have right now, but if you were doing an otter deck, for sure. Alright. The rest of that pack. Yeah, we're definitely into... we're at the point, it's mostly repeats. I'm just going to stop for the ones that we haven't looked at today. Thank you everyone for coming to do some magic with me today. I know it's a little bit more variety than the mini painting today, but thank you so much for coming to look at some cards with me. Oh, we got Ink Eyes. I have them in my ninja deck. Got some art for Ink Eyes. We've got Shiny Doot Doot, just for chat. Another pretty island. We're gonna have to make the rogue deck. We have Ren the Relentless. Has Ward 2. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. Beginning of each end step, create X 1/1 black rat creature tokens with. This creature gets 1/1 for each other rat you control. X is the number of creatures your opponents controlled that were exiled this turn. We're gonna have to make a, yep. That's just, it just happened. It's happening. Alright, classes, can anyone help me decide, what to cook for dinner? My options are beef chuck stew, bacon, I don't know what that is. Masala meatball sub, pork buns, sausage tagliatelle. Meatball sub actually sounds really good. I don't know what the bacon thing is. Tell me more about that. Vren sounds like a lot of fun, and I feel like we've gotten enough stuff to where this makes sense. I also need to see what Bandit's talent is. Hold on, chat. Let's keep that thought in mind here. Bandit's talent enter. Each opponent discards 2 cards unless they discard a non-land card. Beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player has 1 or fewer cards in hand, they lose 2 life. Beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card for each opponent who has 1 or fewer cards in hand. That's an interesting one. I thought it would tie into the roguey stuff more. That's an interesting one. Got another Lupin Flower Village. Daring Wave Rider, so cute. When it enters, you may cast instant or sorcery card with mana value 4 or less from the graveyard without paying mana cost. If the spell would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. Blooming Blast. You can gift a treasure. It deals 2 damage to target creature. If it was promised, it also deals 3 damage to the controller. Holy cow. Anyway, let's start blasting. Cultivator again, Whirl again. Okay, all those we saw earlier. Let's see, it's a sort of spicy cherry tomato and oregano sauce. Oh, sounds real good. I feel like that or the meatball sub would be my choice. Those both sound real good. I mean, everything on your list sounds good, so no wonder you're having trouble picking. Okay, what we got here? Another Veteran Guard Mouse. I mean, if we make the little rogue deck, I get all these pretty islands. Whisker Veil Forerunner, another mouse with a lot of reading. This looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Whenever Whiskerville Runner becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them. You may put it on the battlefield if it's your turn. If you don't put it on the battlefield, put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. I'm going to go ahead and throw a sleeve on it. As well as the Essence Channeler, which I think I have one. But I'm going to sleeve it just in case. +1 to reading, that's right. Add a 1/1 reading token. Alright, the Essence Channeler, and I'll set it aside just in case. As long as you've lost life this turn, it has Flying and Vigilance. When you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on the Channeler. When it dies, put its counters on target creatures you control, which is fun. Pretty sure I have it, though. Plume-Creed Mentor. Whenever Mentor, another creature you control with flying enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control without flying. Moonstone Harbinger. I don't think I have this one. Flying and Death Touch. Whenever you gain or lose life during your turn, bats you control get a 1/0 and gain Death Touch till the end of turn. This ability triggers once per turn. I don't think I have this one. Into the sleeve with you. We're running low on sleeves again. We're doing too well today, chat. Yeah, by the time you get halfway through letting your friends know what this card does, they've stopped listening. You can make up any effect you want, just like you. Alright, Curious Forager. When it enters, you may forage. When you do, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Another Polywallop, love it. Alright, we have looked at these earlier. Next. Alright. Oh, Thundertrap Trainer. Oh, this is the one we were looking at. That was up on the, had the little fish thingies. When the creature enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them. Put it in your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. And shiny. I'll go ahead and sleeve him because he's a rare. I don't think he would be, because I don't have an otter deck. I don't think I'd put him in with Nymph, but he's fun. Yes, another Swamp. We have a Keen-Eyed Curator. As long as there are 4 or more card types, or types among cards exiled with Keen-Eyed Curator, gets 4/4 and Trample. For 1 mana, exile a target card from a graveyard. That's fun. Too many of these cards sound fun, chat. That's the hard part. I gotta decide what I'm gonna build out of all this, even though there's so many different things. Oh, and Kidnap. Gift a card, enchant creature. When it enters, tap enchanted creature. If the gift wasn't promised, put 3 stun counters on it. You control enchanted creature. Got a little mouse trapper, so another mouse. This one is in Niv. Has Offspring. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature deals a damage to each opponent. So Crustacean Mage. Do have him in there. We have Overprotect. Target creature you control gets 3/3, gains Trample, Hexproof, and Indestructible till end of turn. Another Mousy. Slow down. Yep. Okay. I think Kidnap also needs a sleeve. I would save that if we're going to do our rogue deck. Alright, we got art for the Honored Dray Leader. Look at those absolute beast. Alright, another 4. Ooh, pretty. Okay, that's 2 3-tree cities. And I got the extended art. This one's going in. That's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna have to get more sleeves. Yo! That's so pretty. Cool. Setting that aside for sure. Putting that in. $signs flying everywhere. YouTube thumbnail sorted. Done. And another Thundertrap Trainer. Holy cow. We're back to back here. Dang. Alright. So a non-foil version of the little trainer. I have to get more sleeves. I'm sorry, chat. Hold on. We are doing too well today. Let me get more sleeves. Oh. All right. We also have the Tide Color Mentor, which we looked at earlier, but now if we're looking at more rat stuff, probably need to set one aside. We know he's in there, so I'll just leave him. There's a skunk downwind ambusher. I love that. He's got flash. When he enters, target creature and opponent control gets a -1/-1 till end of turn. Destroy target creature and opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. That's fun. If we're doing some roguey stuff. I didn't know there was a skunk. We also have a splash portal. Exile target creature you control. Return to the battlefield under its owner's control. If the creature is a bird, frog, otter, or rat, draw a card. Taps our skunk deck. Oops, all skunk. Pawn Profit again. Come and get it. All right. We're doing all right today, chat. We still have this many packs left. We're doing all right. We are making out like our little rat bandits for sure. I'm going to come out of this stream building like 5 new decks. I think that's the only skunk card you have, probably. It's the only one I've seen. Oh, I see border there. Another pretty island. Jackdaw Savior. Whenever Jackdaw Savior or another creature you control with flying dies, return another target creature card with lesser mana value from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's pretty good because all of my bats have flying. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. It's not a bat, but that's pretty good for my bats. Alright, we also got an Heirloom Epic. 4 and tap to draw a card. For each mana in this ability's activation cost, you may tap an untapped creature you control rather than pay that mana. Activate only a sorcery. Oh, interesting. Star Charter. I don't remember if I have you. Just in case. Okay, so we got a little Bat Cleric. Beginning of your end step, if you gained or lost life this turn, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with power 3 or less from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest of them at the bottom of your library in a random order. I got, I think I have one, but just in case. Just in caseies. Meek, Banishing Light, Shall Duel, Unchained. Okay. Smells like Redwall, where all the rats are inherently and truly evil. I mean, there's not really I wouldn't say there's an evil, I guess, in Magic. A lot of them are kind of by color. So a lot of the rats are, like, into red and white. So, like, the otter decks are usually red, blue. Yeah, there's not really an evil or a good. They just tend to be within different color combos. Like squirrels are green, black. Yeah, like, I think there's some characters you would call evil, but, like, all rats wouldn't be good or evil. Like Teferi, you leave Teferi alone. Teferi's fun. Alright. Feed the Cycle. I don't know if we read this one. Destroy, it's just destroy target creature. Okay, another Swamp. We got Alania, the Virgin Storm. Whenever you cast a spell, if it's the first instant spell, first sorcery spell, or the first otter spell other than Alania you've cast this turn, you may have target opponent draw a card. If you do, copy a spell. You may choose a new targets for the copy. We will throw Alania into a sleeve. I don't know, I've almost got an otter deck at this point. If I get tired of Niv, we just got otters at this point. It's a lot of otters. Mister, I'm going to take 20 sequential turns and millie out. Yeah, he's a jerk. Demon Fan says there's no evil. I press X to doubt. Oh, we got a Fell? I don't remember if I have Fell. So that's another good, cheap destroy. Plus, more just really pretty art. Stop there for a second so you guys can see it. That's a nice cheap removal. Well, Blacksmith's Talent. When Blacksmith's Talent enters, create a colorless equipment artifact token named Sword. With equipped creature gets a 1/1, equip 2. Beginning of combat on your turn, attach target equipment you control up to one target creature. Wait. Okay. Attach equipment to something you control. During your turn, equipped creatures you control have double strike and haste. That also seems good, potentially, with the Macy's. Fountainport Bell. When it enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it in the shuffle, put that card on top. 1 and sacrifice to draw a card. More share pots. More mousies. More carrot cake. Okay. Next. Snail. Alright, Scales of Shale and Shiny. Pretty plains for the bats. Ooh, for the common good. I do have this in my squirrels, but create X tokens that are copies of target token you control. Then tokens you control gain indestructible until your next turn. You gain a life for each token you control. Very good for squirrels. Very, very good for squirrels. So I will, I'll recycle that one. Sell for more bats. Alright, we have Builder's Talent. When Builder's Talent enters, create a 0/4 white wall creature token with Defender. Whenever one or more non-creature, non-land permanents you control enter, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. When this class becomes level 3, return target non-creature, non-land permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's cool, it makes a wall. Alright, another moose. Duo, another burp. Got that one. Alright. We've gotten a lot of the talents, which is cool. Might need to just buy the snail card from somewhere. He's pretty cool. If you were playing that Wick that we went through earlier, he creates the snails. Alright, we have Farseek. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, cozy bunny art. Alright, another pretty swamp. I'm going to have all my lands at the end of stream here. Ah, we got a Mockingbird. Has flying. You may have Mockingbird enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield with mana value less than or equal to the amount of mana spent to cast Mockingbird. Except it's a bird in addition to its other types, and it has flying. I was thinking about putting this in my ninja deck. So, now I have it. Now I can decide. Because I also have something that, like, I can make all of my critters ninjas, so you can get all of that as well. So I'm making some copies and stuff. Flying makes them hard to block. Now I have it, now I can decide. These illustrations are so cute, aren't they, Corey? Welcome in, how are you? So we are playing Bloomburrow, which is, basically it's Redwall, but magic. And as a Redwall kid, I'm so happy. Oh, are they showing the pre-cons today? Oh, shit. If there's an article, we can go over those like we do the Warhammer preview. If you guys are... I'm assuming they're streaming right now, but if there's an article after, okay. Let me know and we can go through those together today, too. Peerless Recycling. You can gift a card. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. If the gift was promised, instead return 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. We have Rockface Village, which is one of the other villages we've been getting throughout the day here. Teapot Slinger has Menace, again, that expend 4. Teapot Slinger deals deep damage to each opponent. And their Homestead. Kindle Spark. Alright, everything else we have seen. I think that Recycling is in the Bellow deck, so I can check that later. They're not live either. I will say... I don't super love how they do the, like, what they call it, like, spoiler season, where you have to, like, bit and piece them from, like, a million different places. I don't super love that. I don't know how else to say that. Lots of being revealed in February. I knew they were doing, like, a one here soon, but let me open this up. Okay, looks like more reading. I'll hop over there a little bit later. Okay. Oh, here's that wall from that one that made the wall. There's the skunk again. We got 2 skunkies. A shiny mounted. There's Camellia again. That's our IGN article. Reading. It's a... If it was a real quick, we could pull things up and look through, but it's those paragraphs. It looked like they were talking to like a designer. So I'll wait and read that a little bit later. I will go ahead and give Camellia a sleeve though. Let's do that. Received a package is apparently from Texas. I got so many Camellias to sell later because I already have a Camellia. Commander precons are always themed around certain characters, colors, or strategies. The twist with these is each one is built around a single Final Fantasy game. I don't see 8 on that list. 6, 7, 10, and 14. Oh, okay. That's a cool way to do it, though. Even though 8's not on it. I feel like there's our second guess on the games. Pick the most popular ones. Yeah, no, it definitely makes sense. To pull the most people in, that makes sense. Starseer Mentor, I'm pretty sure I have him. I'm going to keep cruising. Like 99% sure. Or Squeak, another Tempest Angler. We have Sonar Strike. Okay. We're definitely into mostly repeats. Yeah, like, I figured it would be the most popular. I didn't know if the precon itself being around the game was kind of neat. So they all... Okay, I'm going to ask chat. Now that we know it's around games 6, 7, 10, and 14, what are some of the, like, mechanics or things you'd want to see from each of those? Like, what would make a Final Fantasy VI deck? What would you expect to see in that? Alright, we got a Darkstar Augur. Token. Another Hoarder's Overflow. Another Plains. Love it. We've got Innkeeper's Talent. Beginning of your combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Permanents you control with counters have ward 1. If you would put 1 or more counters or on a permanent or player, put twice as many on the permanent or player instead. Straight to sleeve. Straight to sleeve. Limit breaks with insane mana costs. Equipment materia. That'd be cool. Totally wrecked, welcome in. How are you? We're going to clone Zevirath. Let's go. 7, red, green, white. Is this what's in there? 14 is white, blue, black. 6 is red, white, black. Green, white, blue. Sorry, I'm processing and reading that. We have Cloud, Ishtola, Terra, and Titus. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Terra. Trying to decide what I'd want to play. I mean, all of those sound fun. All of those sound pretty fun. We have Maple's Metal. Target creature gets a 2/2 until end of turn. Up to one other target creature gets a 1/1 until end of turn. If we do our mouse deck. Have that. Looked at that, looked at that. Seen that, seen it, seen it. Okay. Alright, last deck. I guess of those options, what are you most excited for, chat? I'm trying to decide which one like I'd want to... Obviously, we're going to get all of them, but... Wait, so mine's here for each Tolo? I mean, white, green, red, green, and white's always fun. Also, white, blue, black sounds fun. I feel like 14 and 10 are maybe the ones I'm leaning towards. It's no question. We've decided that we're going to keep the precons as the precons, and then we're just going to upgrade like any art. So if any of those get like special art, we'll mix that in, but we wouldn't change the actual like deck composition. Got a Balin art. Got a Valley Quest Caller again. And shiny this time. The Mountain. We got a Balin. Exciting. To go with the art card. Were you still wanting to do a Balin? This might be the time. They're going to have Collector's Edition. Oh, of the Commanders? Yeah, time to start saving. They're just doing the work for us. Yeah. Yeah. Says I'm trapped in Mardu, I guess, Tara. They show the art. I only looked after Scott said, yeah, I'll have to hop over there and look here in a second. We might pull it up on my screen. Alright, Balin is very good. Tap 2 untapped tokens you control, add a mana of any color. Tap 3 untapped tokens you control to draw a card. Tap 4 untapped tokens you control. Put 3 1/1 counters on Balin the Haymaker. It gains trample until the end of turn. Balin, very good. Alright, another Honored Dray Leader. Have the feeling the rest we've probably seen today. Yep. Alright, that's all of our packs. We did pretty well today, though. Look at all this just in front of me staring at me. Between lands, things that I might want to do, and then some things I already have. So I will try to trade or sell to fund the rest of my bat deck. Look at all this. We did okay today. The only one I ever played is 14. Wasted mind. It's time, friend. I went back. I didn't play 6 before. I'm playing it now, and I'm really enjoying it. 7, very good. 10, very good. I like 8, but not everyone likes 8. I would definitely recommend 6, 7, and 10, for sure. The others would be kind of the parts that you like would recommend other ones. Am I catching up here? Okay, so before we hop over there, let's see what we pulled for bats. Before I get too distracted. I think this is all other things I liked. Yeah, this is other stuff. Okay, so not this pile. Why did I combine the piles? This is mice. Okay, let me put Mabel on top to remind me that this is mice. Okay, mice. This is just a ton of stuff. Okay, Mockingbird, I was gonna put somewhere else. Don't need Camellia. Okay, this is all bat. We got pretty lands. I'm gonna zoom out a bit. Other way. I like 8. Something satisfying getting a seed paycheck in game randomly. I like 8 a lot, but some people do not. Alright, got plains, swamp plains, island. We got a cool otter. We'll put him over here. Island. Him over here. I feel like I need to start like if we did a rogue pile. Or swamp, rogue, cragflame mouse, forest for my squirrels, or for the junction system, I'd be fine with 8. That's fair. Another squirrel, bat. Ghost promise you maybe bat. Another plains, bat. Oh, I don't think Scott saw. There we go. We got the pretty 3-tree city. I think you were AFK when I pulled it, but very pretty. So I have 2 now. Bat, squirrel, bat, bat. Got a Ral, which I'll figure out if I want to use him. Bat. Wishing Well's cool, but not for what I'm looking for. Bat. Maybe bat. Bat. Forest. Bat. Plain. Bat. Squirrel. Plain. Squirrel. Swamp. Bat. We did okay today, chat. Squirrel, and just cool. Yeah, we did okay. Let me get this land out of the way, because I will replace these in what we've built. And then I'll show you all the bats I've got. We'll see how close we are to having to throw it in Moxfield and get things figured out. Alright. guess the other thing is if we wanted to do kind of the rogue, where did Beastbinder go? I think he's in here, yeah. What other roguey things did we get? We had that for sure, so I'll keep all that together. Squirrel! Definitely gonna talk to my local game store friend, have a collectors each total on order for me. Heck yeah. It's so wild thinking about all that so early out. Like, it's not until, like, June, right? But, yeah, I think you're gonna have to. Like, they're gonna go so fast. Okay, this is what I pulled. And then, let me grab what I've already pulled. Got my binder. I don't know, this makes me feel like... This is the nerdiest I've felt on stream, is bringing up my binder. Let's see. Where did they go? I had my bats together. There's a bat. Oh. Nerd! Hey! Hey! Okay, so here's my commander. Here's Zorline. Here's the Starscape. I thought they were together. Where's the rest of them? Oh, I did have some swamps. So I have those in. Had a courier bat. Here's Alinda. We did have a Starlet. We had a Glide Down. We did have an Essence Charm. Got a Moon. Wait, so thank you for the sticker. I appreciate it. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. All right, there's some of my vampire. That's not bat, but I want it. Thank you, Wasted Mind. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Was that... I think that's everything. I had that. Okay, we'll start there. Oop. Oh. Yeah, the staff got auto-modded. Amazing. Let's see. I can't make it go any higher. It's been so long since I beat AR. I can't remember who the big bad was. You can only be one completely extra petty little bitch, probably. Rip me. We got you. Okay, so here is my pile of bats so far. Let's take a look. And I think after we work on this together, I'll throw it in Moxfield and see what we still need. The wrench violated by Automod. Automod comes for us all. Comes for us all. Okay. Where do I start? Let's start with Zorlin. You guys can actually see what she does. Where did she go? There she is. Okay, so here is Zorline. She's got Flying Vigilance. Whenever a bat you control attacks, you gain a life. Whenever Zorline enters or attacks, you may pay white, black, and 2 life. When you do, return target non-land permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. So there's more of those counters. Okay, so that's the commander. Got a whole bunch of lands in here too. Let's see. Top of that, we've got Alinda. Alinda's got lifelink hexproof from instants. As long as your life total is greater than your starting life total, Alinda gets +1/+1, has menace. Gets an additional 5/5 as long as your life total is at least 10 greater than your starting life total. So she gets kind of wild as well. Fiendish Pandas from Foundation. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. When this creature dies, return another target non-bear creature card with mana value less than or equal to this creature's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. And then we've got Bat, Swamp. Bat. Luminous Rebuke, we've got an instant. So to destroy a target creature. It's pretty cheap if they're already tapped, which is nice. $14 is Shadowbringer's Arc. Oh, Ishtola. I'm at South then. Alright. Shroud Stomper. I do have some cheap with kind of vampire type cards I was going to put in. So I've got the Blood Witch. Whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, target opponent loses a life, you gain a life. I'll set that kind of separate. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses a life, you gain a life. Blight Priest, whenever you gain a life, each opponent loses a life. Back and forth. Got the Moonrise Cleric, which I guess I'll see if I think we got a non-foil, so I'd probably swap that out. I did pick up... I picked up Enduring Tenacity, which I think will end up in this deck. So whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. And then when it dies, it comes back as an enchantment. Okay, what else have we got? We've got Bat. Got Fancy Land. Another instant. I guess this is technically enchantment. Instant. Instant. Another Bat. We're gonna run out of room here soon. These decks have so many cards. So yeah, extra petty little bitch. Accurate, right? We've seen his chart too. I think so, like way back when they first announced everything. He looks deranged. Yeah, I think we got him pretty early. Kind of in that first wave of stuff we got. Guess I can put these with, because we're going to have a lot of bats. A lot of critters. Another bat. Another land. Another instant. Enchantment. I'll put artifacts in there too, why not? Yeah, we definitely need that. Vanishing Light. I'm glad I got the Bloomburrow art for that. We got the Quest Caller, which is not a bat, but buffs bats. So I think it stays in. Maha's just cool. In you go. Land. Got an artifact. Instant. Alright. Did we already put it? Okay, so here is the not foil. I will trade in the foil version for not foil version. Soothsayer we already have. This one is beat up though, sadly. I think when we bought some packs one day, some of the packs had gotten busted up. I think I'll just straight up remove that one. Got Stargaze. Very excited about. He's on the Final Fantasy Magic Splash page. The 7 deck's gonna go crazy with the red-green summon creatures. I think I'd like that one. It'll be fun. Oh, they make Knights of the Round. Alright, Burb. Legendary Land. Sorcery. Another bat. Another sorcery. Another bat. Another bat. Do I already have this in here? I think I do. I do. Alright. Well, chat, I think I've got a pretty good start here to bats. We pulled the ones I was hoping for, which is great. Pulled some stuff I'd kind of been looking at, which is great. We got Legendary Land, which I wasn't even expecting or like thinking about. I think we've got a real good start on squirrels. What do you guys think? That's a lot of stuff. What is Twitch telling me? Definitely going to end up buying a collector's box of the Final Fantasy stuff. On the fence about the collector's Ishtola too. Joseph, your 20 ways to win Secret Lair. I really want it, but the financials didn't allow it at the time. I was so close one night with 2 different win cons. I almost had, and I would have if I understood. I goofed up how I played the lands. I almost had the victory for the gates. I almost had that one. And then there's another one. I don't remember the name of the card, but basically you buff it up to something stupid, and if you swing with it, if you get so strong with it, it's another win con, and I was really close on that too, but I need to get back out. I do wish you could, like, pick them up later, because that's a really unique deck, and I'm sorry you weren't able to grab it, but, like, I wish that was available, like, more of those were available. I'm definitely using the little checklist to try and, like, get all of the different ways to win. Yeah, I don't know if it would be... Ugh. I'm afraid to know what the cost would be later for it. Like if you were to look on TCG or something later. These snow ones are interesting. I don't think it really fits with what I've got. Maybe someone else would want snow ones. How many full arts did we get, actually? We got quite a few. Okay, well, if I decide to fill those out. Oh, it's the scalper's market, right? Right? Yeah. I'm afraid to know how much that's going to go for. Okay, so how many? 2, 4, 6, 8 full swamps. How many plains have I got? I got a lot of plains, too. I might actually have more plains, because I don't think I pulled them aside. Because I hadn't been building this deck yet, so... Might not be too far off for those, either. Cool. Trying to think what else we can do together. Do you guys want to look into, like, the rat rogue stuff with me? Because I think this is going to go into Moxfield, and then I will start seeing what I'm missing. So I'm just gonna set all this aside for right now. Nicholas Colas was right. Also, you have 20 ways to win played by award-winning miniature painter Nicholas Colas. That was Matt, if you don't have that. The deep lore is when we raided over to someone. That's what I was called. And Slam and I loved it so much that that's what he calls me now. It's my alter ego. My evil alter ego is Nicholas Colas. Zorlin on top, so I know what that is. Alright. You know, for a new commander deck, I think I did pretty well. Obviously, we need some more stuff to round it out. Some more lands. I guess I should add lands in there. Well, we did alright, chat. We did alright. I'll take it. Yeah, do you guys want to look through for, like, rogue rat stuff with me? I guess the only other thing would be to look through the, it looks like you guys have already looked at the Final Fantasy stuff, so I'll just look after stream. But if you guys want to start building some of this with me, we can do that today. It's that or mice. Those are kind of the options I saw when we were going through stuff. So we've got Beastbinder. Got Gossips. We've got Vren. We've got Kidnap. Kitsa wouldn't go in this. We started to get some of this. I wasn't pulling it aside because I didn't think at the time we were going to build it, but maybe we should take another look. I think this would be where I'd want the those icy swamps. Look how pretty that would be all together with blue-black. Keep that aside just in case. That would be pretty together. Let's take a quick look. If we don't want to keep messing with Bloomburrow, we don't have to, but that's kind of what's on my mind right now. So let's destroy. That would be good for... Let's just see what I can find, like, quickly. Rat Rogue sounds good. I'm just going to pull out different blue spells. Lizard Rogue. I have a feeling a lot of it's going to be rats, but maybe not. Oh, we got to have the skunk. Skunk's going in. Rat Wizard. Probably not. Run away together is probably good. Scales of Shield might be not bad either. Let's see. Whenever Lurker attacks, target creature you control can't be blocked. That's probably pretty good too. Yeah, it's basically rebuilding my ninja type stuff without ninjutsu. So it would just be a rogue deck. I'll throw him in. We have rogues at home. T-Dubs, welcome in. How are you today? So imagine your person in a room like Nicholas Colas demands Scott bring snacks and drinks. Yeah, happens more often than you think. He's a wizard, but we'll grab it for now. Take the non-shiny skunk. More blue spell. That's got stun counters, that might be good. Rat squirrel, we'll take it. Saver was pretty good. Did I grab the scales? Dang it, I always do this. Okay, take it. Got another island I didn't pull out. Another island. That was the bandit that didn't do as much as I thought it would for like a rogue deck. Psychic Whirl, that sounds pretty good. Got him. I have Thorn Plate. I do. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know that one. One seems kind of weird in general. Oh, just watching the Four Nations tournament. Nice. How's that going? I haven't watched any of that. I'll go with Patrol. Do that. Another Rat Rogue. We're going to look for the not foil shoreline because I'm pretty sure I have one. There's a counter. We need those. Okay. USA's in the finals already. And that's on Thursday. Nice. Nice. We pulled a bunch of Bloomburrow packs. And now I'm trying to see if we can make like a little rogue deck. Looks like it would be rats and lizards. That's what I'm seeing here. Another island. So just seeing what we got here before we kind of wrap up for today. Because that's all I've got planned. Let's just doing this together. Lizard Assassin. Probably need him. Pull out a mountain. Another island. There's the shoreline. We're looking for him. Got a Mind Spiral. I think I did Psychic. We have a Psychic Whirl in here. I don't think I realized I already pulled this many cards. Psychic Whirl, yep. Cool. Polywallop. Sugarcoat's fun. I want that. Alright, Hazel's Nocturne. It's returning stuff. Calamitous Tide is good. What else have we got? Pearl of Wisdom. Another island. Dazzling Denial has if you control a bird, but it's still countering it unless someone pays 2 is still pretty good for some blue. Into the Flood Maw, we'll grab that too. Maybe Consumed by Greed. Saver, we've got. No, you're good. I wish it was. I was kind of hoping it was like the list of different things we could look at more. With it being so much to read, I'll just have to read it off stream. I'll throw Stargaze in, why not? I'm just trying to put together a rogue deck, so I know it's not the most, I'm going to ask and chat a lot of stuff. I'm just trying to get all this together so we can look at it. There's just a lot of cards to go through. I guess what has everyone got planned for the rest of today while I kind of finish going through all this? If I can get a little rat rogue deck, I think that'd be fun. have that for Thursday nights. We've been doing Commander Night in our Discord. I'm going to force myself to play this week. I have just been so brain dead by like 5, 6 o'clock rolls around that I have not been able to play. I'm going to try and force myself to be in there this week. But if you'd like to come play Commander, that is a US evening slot. That's when people were available. I will probably take the squirrels, honestly, and give them another night to play through and get used to them. I also need to find a night to practice my ninja deck. I added the last few things I wanted to at least start trying. But I know it's a rougher deck, so making sure everyone's on board with testing that. Yuriko is gross. It's gross. And 6. Okay, I think I've got everything we can take. Where's the Abyss? Oh, is it Miku card day? Let's go. Alright, so out of everything we've pulled here, now what do we have? A lot of pretty islands. And oh, I don't know if I pulled all my swamps. Oh, the swamps ended up with the bats. Okay. I'll have to figure that out later. Gather my cards. Another land. Okay, we had the Azure Beastbinder and Vren, which were kind of what prompted us to start looking into this. So Vren would be my commander. Had Ward 2, if a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. Beginning of each end step, create X 1/1 black rat creature tokens, but this creature gets a 1/1 for each other rat you control. X is the number of creatures your opponents controlled that were exiled this turn. So he's going in. We are taking Gossip's Talent. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature with power 3 or less can't be blocked this turn. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may exile it and then return it to the battlefield under owner's control. So with those in mind... I see another island. Get out of here. Let's see what we got. Gonna need a bigger table. I know I'm gonna have to zoom out more. Why can't I hold all these magic cards? Let me move the land, because you guys don't need to look at that. So I got those, which are kind of what set us up to start looking into this. But there's a rat rogue, got sorcery, instant, rat squirrel, got enchantment, critter, instant, sorcery, instant, critter, sorcery, critter, skunk assassin, which makes me happy. Instant. A lot of instants, which is great for a blue-black deck. I think we're on the right track for sure. I don't know, this is looking like this might be worth building as well. Another rat rogue. Instant, sorcery, instant, critter, instant, sorcery, critter. Oh, we already have one. Just kidding. Duplicate. Probably need a few more critters, but looks like we got some cool stuff to play with. I think I definitely look into this as well. Have a regular rogue deck. More reveals tomorrow. Mono announces returning to do the new Final Fantasy art for the set. Yeah. I think they had said that, but that's super exciting. I'm excited to see more and try and I was gonna try and decide which deck I would like play the most, but like I know we're getting all, so I don't need to decide that. I don't know why I keep thinking I have to decide that. I think because usually we kind of pick like one or two that we would prefer to have, but we're gonna have all of them. I don't know why I'm worried about it. I think it's just getting a hold of them is gonna be the tough part. I'm glad that, yeah, we know our store really well and have a couple places to get it. I guess we can end stream by looking at the article. Do you guys want to go through it together? And then I'll go through it and get to see what you guys are looking at. Let's hop over there. Let's do Warhammer style. As soon as they announce pre-orders, I'll go up lunch that day. Yeah, we just go immediately. Okay, let's go over and take a look. That way I can see all the art you guys are talking about. Let me grab the coffee and come this way. Because that's all I got planned today, so We went through those cards a little quicker than some of the other boxes. Do you guys mind? Oh, wait. No, I pulled it up. Here it is. Let me scroll back up to the top here. Window capture. You do mind? Too bad. I was going to ask for the article again, but I forgot I still have it. I don't need notifications. Thank you. Sadie's also excited to look at Final Fantasy. All right, here we go. Commander decks revealed. Feature Cloud, Titus, and more. All right. Look through the image gallery below. That's what I'm looking for. All right. 13 images. Oh, that was the... Oh, go back. Go back! All right. Cloud X Soldier. Can I... Is there not like a... Are you kidding me? IGN, what is this? How do you go to the next one? I have to drag the image. Ugh, okay. Terra, Herald of Hope. Okay, so there's the red, white, black. Trance. The beginning of combat on your turn, mill 2 cards. Terra gains flying until the end of turn. Whenever Terra deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2. When you do, target creature card. These ads on the side are making me absolutely... Oh, my face is covering them. Good. Excellent. When you do, return target creature card with power 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Okay, that's fun. Oh, there is a... You have to hover. Say for Cloud, red, green, white. Haste. When Cloud enters, attach up to 1 target equipment you control to it. When Cloud attacks, draw a card for each equipped attacking creature you control. If Cloud has power 7 or greater, create 2 treasure tokens. Okay. Titus. Beginning of combat on your turn, you may move a counter from target creature you control to a second target creature you control. Cheer. Whenever one or more creatures you control with counters on them deal combat damage to a player, you may draw a card and proliferate. Do this only once per turn. I mean Titus on first glance. There's Yustola. Cat Warlock. Vigilance. Beginning of each end step, if a player lost 4 or more life this turn, you draw a card. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell with mana 3 or greater, Yustola deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. I feel like Titus and Yustola are the ones speaking to me. 10 deck is based on Blitzball passing stuff around. I feel like either's... I mean, all of them will be fun, let's be honest. Those are pretty boxes for them, too. So we've got Revival, Trance, Limit Break, Counter Blitz, and Scions and Spellcraft. Ooh, okay. Those collectors are really pretty. Even prettier with the collectors. Oh man. Oh, my money. My money. Collectors will have all cards in Surge Foil, 150 per box. Holy shit. Wow. I don't know. We'll talk about that, I guess. No more money. I don't know that I need all cards in Surge Foil, you know? But, like, maybe one deck. Well, I need all of them. But they're very, very pretty. I'm very excited for Final Fantasy. That'll be fun. I have a feeling Commander Night in the Discord is going to be crazy. Also, like, playmats and stuff. Like, just thinking how much money I'm going to... The playmats and stuff, I'm going to go ham. Gonna go ham. And she is blunt. Look how you could come play with this wasted mind. You want to go magic? I love the colors for each Tola because I want to display the box. Yeah, the boxes are gorgeous. This is so pretty. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing like a collector's. I don't know, I need all of them in Surge Foil, you know? Alright, well, that's what I got planned for today, chat. I don't have anything else we can really pick at together, but I'm glad we got to look through these together. I'll read through the rest of the article after lunch here, maybe as I'm eating, see what they say about the rest of it. But yeah, let's just go ahead and wrap up here. Thank you so much for coming to help me open cards, build my bat deck. It was fun. If you guys want to talk more Magic, we do have our Discord. You can come hang out with us in between streams. If you want to watch our other pack openings, I have a bunch of them up on YouTube. We've been doing a few. And then on socials, I'll probably throw some of my polls on there today and kind of show what I'm doing with my back decks. If you want to follow me over there, I'm trying to build up my Blue Sky and then slowly move over to YouTube away from TikTok and Instagram. So if you want to give me a follow there, I've been trying to build up over there so you can see what we're working on. Yeah, thank you, Funky, for coming to hang out. Thank you, everyone, for all the support. Thanks for coming to hang out today. We'll be back with Trench Crusade tomorrow. So if you guys want to come for some miniatures, we'll be back tomorrow. But thank you so much, all the support, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.